What's going on, guys? Leo Pozzo TV. Thanks very much for tuning in. In today's video, we're going to be changing the filters here on my RO unit. This is a 100-gallon per day RO unit, and I need to change the filters as I haven't used this in over a year. So I ordered off Reef supplies in Montreal, and this is my first time ordering from them, and I ordered yesterday, and the product, the 3 filters for my RO unit, came today, the day after, 1 day shipping. It's crazy. It's super impressive. It's my first time using them. I'm not sure if you guys have. If you have, let me know in the comments in your experience with them, but my first time overall experience, it has been great with Reef supplies down in Montreal. The box of filters is right here. I got the pre-filtered DI along with the carbon. I'm going to be changing it. I did not get the membrane. I'm going to see, maybe I'll change the membrane right after this. If it doesn't give me a low reading, TDS reading, then I'm going to have to change the membrane. But today we're just going to change the 3 filters here at the bottom. I'm not going to be doing nothing special, simply just turning off the unit, making sure that there's no pressure here. All the valves are kind of open so it exhausts whatever water that it wants to leak out. I placed a little Rubbermaid container here at the bottom, and I've actually started to kind of loosen up these by hand, the little filter cartridges right here, because I know sometimes they can get a little bit hard to loosen up, and I don't have the proper clamp. I can't find it. I don't know where it is, so I just did it by hand. It took a little bit of effort not to kind of twist the whole unit, but I did loosen them. They're ready to come off. I got the filters here. I'm going to go ahead and swap them, and then we'll turn on the unit. So one of the main reasons that I need to do this as soon as possible, I ordered the filters and now I'm going to change it. And now what I need to do is I just actually started to set up my auto top off. It's a gravity fed auto top off. I just had to make this little wood shelf here. I just added a leg at the side and a little piece of plywood, some 2x4s, attached it to my old stand over there. And this is the auto top off. It's going to be gravity fed to the float valve that's in my sump filtration system. So I need to start making some RO water for auto top offs, and I'm going to need to start making eventually some water for some water changes. We're only on week 2 here with the 125-gallon Reef tank cycling, and I'm bringing you guys along the way. I got a few other products. I got a refugium light that I didn't even open yet, because priorities first. I got to get some clean water before I start hanging a refugium light and all that other good stuff. So stay tuned. Leo Potts, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go ahead and change these filters. So here's the new bag of resin that I ordered from Reef Supplies. It did come very fast shipping, as I mentioned. So I'm wondering how many uses I'm going to be able to get out of this Ziploc bag. So we're going to find that out right now. I'm just going to simply put it right inside the cartridge. So let's go ahead and do that without trying to make a mess here, as best as possible. Yeah, so I'm going to make a mess for sure. And can you guys give me a hand? Like, I got a little confidence going. Little flow happening here. There, oh, there we go. Got a little bit. Oh, I don't see no DI yet on my little table. It's all going inside. Besides the little pieces I have here on my hands. Hopefully this stuff is okay to semi-handle. So we'll put the remainder in. So I really filled it up now. Now it's nice and full. No excuses. Don't say I didn't fill you up, buddy. Okay, so let's put it in the right way. It says this way up, so the white part at the bottom, which is the screw part. I got the rubber on top, which is nice and clean. Let's go ahead and put this back inside the cartridge here. And that, guys, is how you change your filters on your RO unit. So next, we're going to go ahead and power on the RO unit, but what I'm going to do is take the product water, the finished RO water, and instead of filling up my Rubbermaid containers for the first time, I'm going to take that finished product water, just run it here into the sink, into the drain, and I just want to double check that my TDS values, my meter here, is reading as low as possible. Hopefully we can get 0.
A few moments later.
Well, guys, 5 minutes later, it's still producing 0 parts per million right now. I just changed the 3 filters, so that is good news. As I mentioned, we are filling up my auto top off. Here's a little float valve. Sorry, you can't really see too well, but it's right in there. And I have the hole drilled out here at the side, which comes along the tubing. And it just gravity fed via this tube going down into my sump filtration system, which there is the float valve right there in my last chamber. And you can see, as I mentioned, these are approximately the 3 to 4 inches of water. This is normal running volume level right here, and this is how much I've evaporated, at least in this chamber. It's not the biggest chamber, 18 inches wide by at least about 7 inches or so. So that's how much water my tanks evaporates in about 24 hours or so. So this auto top off is going to make a good amount of low maintenance for my tank as much as possible. So guys, it's week 2 now, and I've been using this bacteria here, as I mentioned, by Seachem, called seed bacteria, and I actually ran out of the first bottle throughout the first week for how many gallons my tank is and how much I'm supposed to be dosing. So this is actually now my second bottle that I've picked up today when I went to the fish store to go get some live rocks and some other stuff while I was out. So I'm going to be continuing to add this and continue to be testing over here with my test kit. So throughout the next few weeks, hopefully we can have some lower ammonia and nitrite and nitrates. And I also plan to pick up some macroalgae here from my Sump refugium chamber, which I have right here kind of going. I just have a little power head and some live rock and some little aragonite here at the bottom of the sand bed for now. But overall, this is the bacteria that I've been using to seed this tank. Hopefully it's been working. All I have in here is majority of just dry rock, and I've just slowly started to add a piece of live rock here, as I mentioned today, and I placed inside my tank. I'm definitely interested to seeing you guys on the next video. Leo Pazzo TV. Go ahead and subscribe right now if you guys haven't subscribed. And for all of you that have subscribed, much love. You guys already know. You guys have helped to grow the channel to where we are today. I cannot do it without you.